So my name is Suzanne Fogarty. My name tag did not stick to my dress, and then I met somebody new tonight, and I had it here, and then somehow my hair took it away, and so my first impression was this person pulling it out of my hair, so hence here I am. Very happy to see you all here tonight. This is a really special occasion for children's movement moving into Generation Human Rights. And so I want to say a few thank yous to start. I want to thank Sally and Serge for opening their home to us and hosting this event. Clearly, this is a beautiful space. I would like to thank Ron and David for their words and their deep experience with this organization, with Alana from the very beginning. So I'd like to give them a round of applause as well. And Anna, very inspiring. I'm going to come back to you later, but let's just do it again, please. So this is about Generation Human Rights and how I came to it, and so that is inextricably connected to Alana Haviv and our work together. And Alana and I have known each other for about 5 years, and I met her through a parent at Berkeley Carroll. I'm the head of the high school, and about 5 years ago, I really wanted to introduce some aspect of human rights into our curriculum, and I wanted our students to be involved in the United Nations Student Conference on Human Rights. And so I sat down with a colleague and interested students, there were about 15 of them, and I realized that we actually, even though we were experienced educators, had been in the classroom for years, did not have the language of human rights. We didn't really know how to describe the Declaration of Human Rights, the Declaration of the Rights of the Child, all these things that the students were wondering about and thinking about in preparation for this conference. And so lucky for me, I had a parent who connected me to Alana, and I brought her to Berkeley Carroll, and she taught the students, she worked with them and prepared them for this conference, and then did so for 4 years right after that. What that sparked in me as an educator was, one, I was learning a lot about the United Nations, and that was important, and also that there was a gap in our curriculum. I think that, in the years that I've worked with her, what I have realized is, well, one, human rights is very important to me, but it's not really in our history books. It's not really in the core curriculum. It exists a little bit outside of it. There's an elective here and there, but it doesn't have the importance and focus and centrality that it should have in our independent schools and in our public schools. And so as an educator, that's really been eating away at me for a little while. So I joined the board 2 years ago because I really wanted to be involved in movement forward and really bringing the Telling History Project box into schools. So some of what you have seen here is part of the curriculum that has been developed over the time that Alana has been working in classrooms in public schools in the city. And what you'll discover from this incredible tool, is that it provides depth. It provides detail. It provides research. So Alana referenced before that here we are at this turning point in our country where public schools are really thinking that they need to mandate human rights. But what does that mean, having human rights in your curriculum, when it still exists outside of it? So here we are at this point, and Generation Human Rights has got this incredible tool that we are finishing up. Of course, I'm up here to ask for money, you realize that. Yeah, because part of that is we still have some curriculum units to complete. I think there are 3 or 4, and we have a number for that we're really going to meet. And once that is complete, then we are going to get it into these schools, because things take time, governments take their time, and education in schools can be very slow with change. And there is this gap that is pretty broad, pretty wide, that we need to close. And the Telling History Project box is a tool for teachers that would be an incredible way to close that. So they have the language, they have the depth of the research, they also have the benefit of